Hello, welcome. Guys, I think it's safe to say that 2021 has become the year of the fandom. We first saw that with the Snyder Bros coming together, and thus the world getting exposed to the Snyder Cut, which was only once known to be as just a myth. And Danielle Bregoli's fan base has just proven that once again.
Assemble.
So for those of you that don't know, Danielle Bregoli, aka Bad Baby, has just released her OnlyFans, or just made an OnlyFans account, and within just under 6 hours, it was reported that she made an estimate of about $1 million in income. This was due to via subscriptions and also additional tips. And full disclaimer, this is not to even, bag on her or even people that participate in OnlyFans or pay for OnlyFans. I myself personally pay for OnlyFans and subscribe to different girls, and there's no shame in that. I have nothing against sex work or just getting your hustle on, and people spending their money how they want to spend it. Like, do you? I am all for it. Get your hustle on. All about the hustle. All about the side hustle. I just find it funny how the fact that this was her fan base. For her fan base, this was their end game. Once they saw her on Dr. Phil, just mouthing off, being disrespectful, abusing her mom, whether it be verbally or physically, and as she started to elevate in her career and doing whatever it was, whatever ratchet stuff that she was doing, and transcending into her music career, guys were just sitting back there thinking, one day she is going to make an OnlyFans, and I'm gonna be there. We're all going to be there. And they proved it. Again, there's nothing creepy at all about a group of grown men just watching a teenager in the public limelight and hoping that she will make, the day that she turns 18, she's going to make an OnlyFans account, and we're going to be there in drones. Nothing creepy about that at all. It's also funny because, number one, she doesn't even, reportedly, she doesn't even have any nudes on it. And people were pissed off about that. And I'm starting to see a pattern when it comes to not just with, OnlyFans, but also with social media platforms in general. When things started out one way, it's when these platforms started out for regular everyday folk. Again, whether it be adult entertainment or just simple stuff as like YouTube to be like the biggest next example. Platforms starting for everyday folks and just getting yourself out there, getting your content out there. But then slowly but surely it starts to get infiltrated by these bigger name celebrities, and again it shuts out the smaller people's voices and forces them to, or the platform I should say, to change their terms of service, and shows things more unfavorable for like the bigger established individuals, and kind of constricting things to the people that started the platform and started to get that revenue coming in for them, and starting to get, those ads and, pretty much getting the platform popping. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this, but I do definitely see this being a trend with bigger celebrities, or I guess bigger influencers, however you want to say, kind of making their own OnlyFans account. And I'm not excited, but just gonna keep my eyes open and seeing on how the balance is gonna be between them and like the smaller creators. And in other news, DJ and EDM star Bassnectar, who frequent the US's top music festivals before stepping back from his career last summer, has been accused in a new lawsuit of sexually abusing underage girls. Two women in a lawsuit filed Monday and obtained by USA Today allege that 43-year-old Bassnectar, whose legal name is Lauren Ashton, used his platform as a famous musician to groom and ultimately sexually victimize underage girls, solicit their nude photos, and subject them to sex trafficking while he was in his mid-30s. Those outrageous claims, which were clearly designed for the media rather than for the courts, are completely without merit, and we eagerly look forward to proving so. Bassnectar's attorney, Mitchell Schumacher, said in a statement to USA Today. So yeah, Bassnectar. I remember listening to Bassnectar like here and there when I first started getting into dance music. Wasn't really like a big, huge fan of him, but it's just more so I had like a couple of tracks on my iPod, what have you. And yeah, what was it, like last year or about 2 years ago, when there was allegations that came up against him for, you know, date raping girls or just being inappropriate with his fans, along with, who was the other guy, Dat Sick, and I believe there was one other DJ producer within the EDM scene. It's not coming to my mind at the moment. But yeah, I heard that. Yeah, definitely heard Bassnectar was like mixed up in some stuff like that, some Me Too allegations and everything, and he pretty much said like, yeah, I'm not admitting to this, but I'm gonna take a step back. Yeah, crazy story. Again, I don't really follow him that much, whether it be like career-wise or even like his music-wise that much. And again, I've heard about the allegations about him last year or 2 years ago when it came to just his fans, but like this whole thing of like him being involved into like, you know, human sex trafficking, like that's crazy. That's never in a million years would I would have thought that someone like him in his position would get into, you know, that kind of business. But you know, Twitter has just been on fire with this story, at least within like the rave scene and people within his fan base. I think I saw something I thought was pretty funny. Was someone had tweeted like, I feel bad for all the Bassnectar fans that have his name tatted on them. Because again, yeah, he's one of those DJs that, like, you know, his fans love him so much that, you know, they have like tats of either like his name or his logo on them and stuff like that. Pretty similar to like, you know, the Millennium fans, and just yeah, he just has like one of those fan bases that are just like super into him, and yeah, pretty crazy.